So here I am at an Amish sale in McClure, PA. There's a nice big chicken house. And there I think is going to be a resaw for lumber. We got a New Holland baler. I'm not sure my model numbers for balers anymore. I just don't know. And here we have a little Hudson sawmill. We got a gravity box. There's a nice little disc I wouldn't mind taking home. Real popular. In fact, that probably came from my place. I'm not sure. But I do a lot of business with these guys down here. This is a benefit sale for West Beaver, I think. This special needs probably in the schools. I'm just not sure. But that's what they'll call a little cup disc. And there's a little hay loader. It's ugly, but it's actually not too bad. I mean, it's really ugly, but it's okay. And here we got a number 9. It's got some wobble down there, and there's a patch on the gearbox. A lot of guys will crank that bolt down and they break the gearbox out. It's not uncommon. It's not really common, but it happens more than you would think it should. But like I say, they crank that bolt down, and the bolt, the nut part is built right into the frame, and so it breaks that out. I imagine that makes you cry a little bit. There's a little fertilizer spreader. These guys put them on wagons and hook a motor onto them. There's a spreader that came from my place. I'm going to see what it brings. Hopefully it brings enough to sell it. I'll take a way less than I will at home. I'm tired of looking at it. I thought it was a good idea at the time, but it's just too small for a lot of guys. There we got a buggy running gear and some kind of milk tank. And here we got a grain binder. It's probably not going to do too well. And a planer. Another gravity box. Here we got a little true horse disc. Problem with true horse discs is usually they're wood bushings and they're almost bad all the time. So they're kind of hard to fix. There's a little better looking hay loader, but it's probably not as good as the first one. It's missing a chain for some reason. Usually that means a bent crank, but that crank actually looks pretty straight, so I'm not sure what's going on there. It might have just broken. They didn't put it on, but you should really have a second one. Actually, I think that corn binder or that hay loader might be worth taking a chance on. I'm not going to go through that whole row there, but there's a John Deere Big 4. Frame looks okay. It's got the wheels where you can put rubber on it or steel. Wow, nice and tight there. Might want to take that one home. It might have some timing issues. The pitman's a little crooked. The front timing bar is bent for sure. So yeah, it's what we have so far. A couple buggies. And here we got a case threshing machine. Case isn't real popular in our area, but it looks pretty nice actually. Not sure. There's a potato plant that came from my place. I'm tired looking at it too. I've had it for 3 years, I think. And that's a cultivator you may recognize. That came from my place. Let's see what it does here. It could bring big money, and it could bring one that I'm taking at home. It's hard to say. And that's another piece there I'm tired of looking at. Some guy actually paid for that 5 years ago and never came and picked it up. I think I'm past my my grace period where I'm going to hold on to it for him. And some wheels I just want to rid of. I don't care what they bring. Nice New Holland hay elevator. Pretty nice number 7 cutter. That's had some new parts over the years. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if that didn't come through my shop. I don't know for sure. But yeah, that's a pretty nice cutter. The web's a little screwed up, but they all are. I wouldn't mind taking that home. But it's actually missing some chain too. Kind of put some red flags up. I'm not sure, but the inside drum looks really good. And there's a harrow. There's an 84 Oliver plow. There would be that's a one horse, but that's a big one horse. There's another one horse. And there's a little cub spreader. That, by the looks of that wood on there, that probably came through my shop. Yeah, I try and buy all those I can. And there's a Pioneer 4 cart. I'm not interested. There's another little cub spreader. Someone threw some paint on there. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if that didn't come through my shop. There's a corn binder, and the same old story. Corn binders just are not bringing anything in our area. There's another Pioneer 4 cart. There's a little breaking cart. And that's about it for the sale on McClure today. We've got a good turnout. Lots of people. Lots of people. I've been buying flowers all morning.